Say, man, I want to welcome you to a special edition of the War Zone. I know I just left you guys, but that's okay because I'm back. I'm back, and I'm about to let me set the settings right, and I am about to hold on a second. Go into what I need to go into. Hold on a second. Let me see. How can I do this? Okay, so we copy the link. Hold on a second, y'all. Okay. Let me drop this over here. Paste, post. Okay. Let's make sure it's on the page. Check your page and okay, so it's on your page. All right. I got my good friend ShaunSias from St. Landry Parish, Opelousas, Louisiana, in the building with me right now. What the hell is going on down there with them people, man?
Well, first of all, good evening, everybody. As Five Star said, I am ShaunSias Landry, humbly known as the Conduit. And Five, I really couldn't tell you, but I can tell you, I can tell you this. I have gone several times to St. Landry Parish Sheriff's Office, of which they've been very helpful as far as the law will allow them, right? Um, and usually I don't let too many things really get to me being with what I do, speaking up for children. Anytime you try to correct the educational system and the quality of education that you give, especially poor blacks, you gonna get some backlash. I get that. But lately, okay, last year it started off, I started making several complaints to the sheriff's office as regards to cyber stalking, cyber bullying with a particular individual. Lately, as you know, I got married February the 18th. So on February the 20th, this older person in the geriatric population decided to visit my job while I wasn't there. Now I took off a week to enjoy my nuptials with my new husband. This woman decided that she was going to show up to my job to sit down and have a conversation with my boss to talk about my use of social media. Okay. Now, as odd as that may seem, because that could have been taken care of with a phone call if she was very concerned about maybe the quality of work that I was giving while dividing time with social media, whatever her rationale was. Okay. But you have to be a very sick, obsessed kind of individual to really take the time out of your day on a Monday at 10 something in the morning to go to someone's job to report them for using social media. All right. Now, I received a message today, and anyone that wants to see what that message said came from a fake number, come to find out. Saying that, remember what we discussed, the end is finally coming. All right. The end is near, or some shit like that. They can go to my page and look at it. Now, Five, usually I wouldn't be concerned about that, but just yesterday in Opelousas, Louisiana, at Anytime Fitness, in broad daylight, in front of someone's mother, someone walked up because they were having beef and killed a person. I have gone to the sheriff's office. I have asked for protection. I have asked for a restraining order, which I didn't know that you had to be in a relationship past or present with someone in order to get a restraining order. That's
That's
what I
not
was told.
true.
That's what I was told on yesterday by St. Landry Parish. I've done all I can. What exactly do we have to wait for? Do we have to wait until we're shot at, attacked, assaulted physically? Is that what it is? Do we have to wait? So I'm having a little difficulty understanding. Number one, Why would someone born in 1961 really be concerned about my use of social media when you don't even have children that age in the school system? That's number one. Number two, how much protection does a Black woman really have? Because I can tell you, if it wouldn't be for you and a few others, I wouldn't have any. I wouldn't have any.
Well, let me jump in here. First of all, and I know they're gonna watch this video.
Mm-hmm.
Be careful who you threaten, because you never know who people are connected to. And the thing about that is, it's easy to find out anything. I think you've learned over the 2 years I've known you that I can find out anything I want to find out.
On anybody.
That person that went to your job, were they Black, white, Asian, Latino?
Oh, this is a sister.
This is a sister. Is
This
that
is
the
a
same
sister.
one that I did the?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you have to understand that when you are doing the work, which I do the work every day, and we always talk about the work that we do from Texas to Louisiana, and I've even come down to support you
Yes,
on
you have.
events that you've done. And nobody had a clue the day that I came that I was sick as a dog, but that didn't matter. My girl called me, so I'm gonna come down there and support her. And the thing is when we're doing the work, there's always somebody that has a problem with it. See, I don't know how anybody who God gave oxygen to could have a problem with somebody that just wants to improve a school system.
Absolutely.
The only people that would have a problem with that are the ones that's being paid under the table.
Or the oppressors.
They are the oppressors.
Mm-hmm.
The oppressors are the ones that's being paid under the table, who's making money to make sure that you don't mess up the church's money.
Absolutely.
And I don't know how that could happen in a state as poor as Louisiana, where
number 50 in education.
They're not paying these teachers anything.
Nothing.
The school system is deplorable. The only board member that I respect is your mom. She does a fabulous job.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about it is, I've been seeing you catch heat. I've been seeing people threaten you. And like I told that one guy, say, man, we can talk about this in person, because the threats ain't gonna work.
Absolutely not.
The threats are not going to work. At the end of the day, I will say that be careful who you threaten. You never know who they're connected to. Now, they're going to take that and they're going to run with it. I don't care how you frame it. Be careful who you threaten, because you never know who they're connected to. And me, I'm connected to the street. So at the end of the day, we're not going to put up with people threatening you for no reason. We're not going to deal with it.
And what really baffles me, 5-star, is the fact that I'm not going against anyone for personal gain. I'm not going anyone because I have been paid to do so. I'm not going against anyone or any entity in particular because I'm looking for some kind of seat or employment. So let's get that very clear. The reason I go up against the educational system is because it is inadequate and improperly preparing our children for the future. And it's not coming from something that I've been told. It's coming from something that I'm seeing. I get messages from children every single day, ranging from, I need you to help me get out of this school, to I have tried to kill myself. I have gotten calls from teachers who are just on the verge of walking out, that need some kind of encouraging word to stay, because they know that the purpose is bigger than the pay. And what I don't understand is how I can get such flack. And it's not a black or white thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not. Because at the end of the day, anybody of any color who walks with me to ensure children get what they're supposed to get is a friend of mine. But it hurts double worse that it's one of ours. It's one of ours. It's somebody that's almost the same skin color as me. And you've seen her file. You know, pretty much she come from the same kind of background as most, not me. doesn't come from the same background as me, because both of my parents were college educated, graduated from school and all of that. But for whatever reason, we have a system that takes pride in defaming, slandering, and just doing real ignorant things to another sister, all because I want to better the future for our children. 5-star, my children about to be grown. My son about to graduate from Southern University. My daughter's up there Grambling on the marching band. My other daughter just got accepted to LSU and Loyola on full rides. They don't even go to school in St. Landry Parish. I do what I do because I know that one day, if I'm lucky enough to get old, them same children who can't read and write right now, they're going to be responsible for us, homie. They're going to be the ones running for mayoral seats. They're going to be the ones in races for senators. What kind of quality are we really going to have? I'm really not understanding. There's a lot of things that old woman could be focusing on, like the teacher-student ratio, the fact that we don't have any, the lack of counselors, the poor lunch quality, the inability to get kids to school on time because bus drivers are short, the bullying problem, suicide rate. There's a lot of things we could be focused on. But what are we focused on? ShaunSias Landry using Facebook on February the 2nd. That's what we worried about.
What happened? What you say on February 2nd? I know it ain't nowhere near as worse as what I be saying.
I say a lot of stuff. I've been called a lot of things. I've been called late for work. I've been said that I'm on social media while at work. I've been called a lot of things, but I ain't never been called a lie.
So here's a question. What stopped you from filing a lawsuit against her in court?
I have gone to Lafayette Parish. I have gone to St. Landry Parish. Now, there is an officer in St. Landry Parish who makes sure every time I make a complaint, it goes through. But at the end of the day, they tell me this, because I live in St. Landry Parish and she's making the problems in Lafayette Parish, that I'm supposed to be in Lafayette Parish. Lafayette Parish tells me I'm supposed to go to St. Landry Parish. No. But in the meantime, I'm sitting around wondering if this woman or her offspring, grandkids, are going to do anything to me.
Well, let me give me the flow for a second. Mm-hmm. Well, first of all, this woman is the problem that Malcolm warned us about.
Yes, sir.
She is what they call a professional Negro.
Yep.
They look like us, they dress like us, they talk like us, but they're not of us. And she wants to be important, but I don't know how she gonna be important if she got shoplifted on her background. I don't know how she's important. And by the way, I know if she sees this, I want you to understand something, young lady. I live in the United States of America. I can say whatever I want to say. And ain't nothing you can do about it. You are a thief. At the end of the day, you are somebody that has stolen from the community. And you have a problem with somebody that's trying to help children. Well, I know why she's doing it, because I don't get as much flack as I used to, but I still get it. That you have a problem with somebody that's elevating. And you sit your old ass there stuck in your ways and stuck in your mess of life while you're watching this lady that done been through hell and back, transform her life. And now she is out helping the less fortunate. So why don't you spend your time trying to help the ones that need the help? But the one thing we ain't gonna do, we ain't gonna tolerate the threats.
No.
Now she can take that any way she can take that any way she wants to take it. We're not going to tolerate the threats. Well, I know she'll be sitting there. Who you think he is? Your daddy. Because my shoes was under your mama's bed. I'm your daddy. I'm your real daddy. Don't we look alike, baby? I'm your real daddy. And what you need to focus on, because my friend is now married and has a phenomenal husband,
Yes, I
you
do.
need to focus on getting you some dick. Because you ain't got nothing else to do but get in grown folk business and fuck with them. I'm gonna say it again. What's her name?
Linda.
Linda need some dick. Because she got too much time on her fucking hands. You got too much time on your hands. Baby, can you go out there and help these kids become something other than convict E51254? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, hold on a second. There we go. That'll stop the click, and I muted your mic. Can you go and find you something else to do? Now, I know you're going to wake up tomorrow morning and you're going to see this and you're going to want to try me. Well, I'm going to give you a word of advice. Try Jesus. Don't try me. I am your worst scenario. I am the monster that has been created. And the last time I came down there, we already know how that went. We know how that went. So the thing about it is, don't threaten people that are not threatening you. Stop going to people's jobs and trying to get them fired. You know, the bottom line is Lafayette Parish is lying. This is where she's initiating the harassment, the defamation, and the suit needs to be filed in Lafayette Parish. You need to file a slanderism lawsuit and a defamation of character lawsuit, because this is where she made the mistake. And I'm going to give you this information, young lady, but you've made several mistakes. And the one thing I don't do is I don't correct my enemies when they're making mistakes. But I'm going to give you this. When you went to her job, you definitely tried to defame her. You definitely tried to affect her income. So if I was ShaunSias Landry, I'd file a $20 million lawsuit against you, because you don't even have a leg to stand on once you went to a job. Now, I know you don't have nothing but maybe a cow in your front yard, a couple of roosters in the back as pets, but we'll be glad to take all your shit. Everything you own, including your tax returns. If you keep sitting over there bumping your dick suckers and keep doing the things that you're doing, then the only thing I'm going to advise my friend to do is what I'm telling her to do. Dig off in your motherfucking pockets. And guess what? That crazy check you get on the 3rd of the month, she'll get that too. You better go sit your mentally ill ass down somewhere and stop playing with grown people.
You know, my concern is and has always been the quality of education, the quality of the deliverance of the education, and the environment in which all of that is taken care of. That's my only concern. If anybody in their right mind has any qualms, that means problems, with that, they need to take that up with their maker, because God even tells you what you do for children. He looks at that. He's displeased when people mistreat children.
Well, hold on, because this is the thing that a lot of them don't realize. They go to church every Sunday, and
With
they
they
read,
red bottoms and they black souls.
yeah, they read the scriptures and they hear the pastor speaking the word. But inside of that Bible that you read, that you're learning from, it says that anybody that commits a sin against a child should have a millstone wrapped around their necks and thrown into the deepest sea. So even
Yes, sir.
God himself will not tolerate you committing sins against kids.
You know, and I know it's very difficult sometimes to understand that people do still exist from a place of sincere authenticity. I know it's very difficult because usually people are doing it for ulterior motives, right? I was speaking with a man today when I was with my husband, and he said the most powerful statement I've heard in a long time. And it was something to effect of, I would rather watch a sermon live than hear a sermon preached. We don't walk around saying things that sound great. Because, I know a lot of these fake $2 advocates and activists that can quote anybody, but their lifestyle don't match what they supposed to be doing. I live and breathe children. I live and breathe children because I've been a child with no voice. I've been a child that felt neglected and depressed and wanted to die. This same woman you talking about, born in 1961, still makes posts about me because I don't have a mother. That's why I speak up for children who are now trying to commit suicide because they being teased at school because their parents dead. That's why I do what I do.
She's nothing more than an old Negro spiritual herself. She is the reason that Harriet Tubman, she's like those people that couldn't be set free.
No, yeah, she is definitely comparable to the ones Harriet left behind.
And you remember what Harriet said?
I freed a lot of slaves in my day. I would have freed a lot more had they known they were slaves.
But see, Harriet also said she should have shot him in the head.
Oh God. I never read that part.
Yeah.
That Harriet said.
Yeah, I know my history. And that's been our problem since the slave ships showed up on the shores of Africa. Think about it. It's no way that a bunch of white men could get off of a boat and go and catch some of them unless they cut some deals with them African kings. Our people have been selling us out from day one. He is a prime
and some of them will sell you out for nothing. Some of them will sell you out for nothing. They'll sell you out for nothing.
Well, I tell you what, I think she needs to calm down, and I think she needs to get her some dick. If not, then we can pull out the bullhorn, fill up the truck, and I can do the protest in front of her house.
We already know all of the addresses.
Exactly. I got all that. So, the thing about it is, I'm not threatening you, young lady. You'll know if I threaten you. I can tell you that now. I ain't going to shy away from it. But what I am telling you is stop with the threats and stop with the harassment, because you never know who some people are connected to. You never know. But I just think that she need to get her a vibrator or a man or something.
Well, I can attest for that. I have mine. He is locked, secured, and right at. So I can't speak for anyone else's life but I can say that it helps. I can say that's why I was minding my own business.
Well, let me put up a comment my good friend Bobby Scott made. Know him real well. She could be getting paid to disrupt your advocacy endeavors. And I think that's what it is. I think she get that money under the table.
But 5-star, in all of the years that you have been knowing me, baby, when has what anybody thought or said about me made me stop anything?
Nothing.
At all.
Maybe that's why we connect so well, because we're both the same. We're not going to stop doing what we're doing.
And I don't sit and because I've learned the difference between fans and followers, right? I have both. I have fans and I have followers. She is obviously a fan, all right? And I get it. I don't always address fans, but sometimes you have to, especially when they are making certain statements that could absolutely be taken as threats. Because I'll give it to you like this. If that was a man who made that statement to me,
he'd be in jail.
He would be in jail. If it was a black man who made that statement to a woman,
he'd be in the penitentiary.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I am not one that lets anything slide, whether it be male, female, white, black, Asian, Puerto Rican, Hispanic. I don't care who you are. Any wrong can get it.
Well, I tell you this, they don't know what I called you and told you the other day. But baby, if you pissed off now, you finna be pissed off for real.
Oh yeah. Has the flyer come out yet?
Highly pissed off.
Because I did tell my husband.
You know, in the immortal words of R. Kelly, it's better to be pissed off than pissed off.
And pissed on. Well, that's
you feel what I'm saying? So if she mad now, she's gonna definitely be upset. But your advocacy will not stop.
No, it won't.
The work that you're doing will not stop. You're saving children, and that's what we're in the business of doing. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely. You know, at the end of the day, my purpose is not anyone else's purpose. The reason why people don't understand sometimes or find difficulty in even understanding is because it wasn't your assignment. You're supposed to keep your eyes on your own test paper. That's why. That assignment was given to me. I don't bother anybody. It may tick a few people off, you know, because whenever you hold people accountable, you can be perceived as a bully or a pushover or an aggressor, especially when that person isn't ready to acknowledge their own salty behavior, right? But my assignment was not a group assignment. It was given to me. And no devil in hell or Opelousas is going to stop me. Or Alabama.
Well, hold on a second, because got a good friend that had said something very profound. One of our Black scholars said something so profound. And what's her name again?
Who?
The lady. That's harassing you.
Oh, Linda.
Linda. My good friend, Uncle Vesta, said something profound one day. And I want you to hear it, Linda, because this is how both of us feel. So we're going to share this screen, and I'm going to play this for you, Linda. Hold on a second. We're going to share the screen, and we're going to play this for you so that you can understand how we really feel about you.
In my so boy, you get mad, man. So tell me about the finance. You pretty?
Oh, my fiance.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Both of them.
Oh, she's very pretty.
She cook.
Oh, yes, she can cook.
You don't have a she ain't knocked up.
No.
Good. Well, you got Uncle Fester blessing. Uncle Fester gonna go on upstairs now. He kind of tired.
Uncle Fester, before you go, I just wanted to ask you something.
What you need, son?
Well, see, my girl and I, we get along fine.
But
I'm just having a little problem getting her parents to like me.
Parents? What am I gonna like you for? Boy, just be yourself. If people don't like you if you're being yourself, fuck them. Let me tell you something. I should go with a girl, man, about your age. I try to please her Peppy all the time. Went out my way to please her Peppy. I come in one day, I said, nice weather we have. Say, you can't say that. You can't say that, it might rain. I said, nice tie you got on. So you can't say that. My wife tried to choke me with it. Point I'm trying to tell you, son, is be yourself. People don't like how you be yourself. Fuck them. Fuck them up against the wall. Wear handcuffs on and crazy through on their lips. That's all you do.
So, Linda, that's how we really feel. Fuck you. For real. You, your family, and everybody with you. These are my words. These are not hers. These are mine. I don't give a damn what you think about me. At the end of the day, she's not going to stop doing the work. At the end of the day, when elections come, she's going to advocate for the best people to get in office. You feel what I'm saying? And if you don't like it, put them handcuffs on, put some crazy glue on your lip, and fuck you. And that's how we feel. I'm not going to stay too long. I got some homework to do, y'all. But you already know I'm a phone call away. And it is what it is. Hold on a second. There you go. It is.
I thank you for always, coming to protect me. And whether it be Linda or anyone else, I'm going to do what God told me to do to protect these children. Whether it be from an adult, from themselves, or from their own parents, I will always do what God has ordained and assigned me to do. And that's it, and that's all.
Y'all have a good night.